Give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. You better. Hi. What? Better reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their yeah, somebody gotta do it. They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. It's crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy.
Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast show. Today, you guys already know what's going on. Gathering Community Esports along with GC Establishment here. We are on the podcast show for the next season of the show, and we have yet another great character for you guys, a great person, a great novelist. He makes his own comic strips, guys. That is huge. That is really huge. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce you all to Gerald. Gerald, welcome to the podcast show, brother. How you doing?
Hello, how are you? Look up in the air, look up in the sky. It's your new favorite comic book guy with that voice that is oh so fly. What's happening, bro?
What's going on, man? It's great to have you here on the podcast show. You know, I know we've been talking about it before, but now we are finally here. So, man, so just give a quick introduction to yourself real fast for the podcast show to let the viewers know who you are, what you do, and how long you've been doing it, man. It's been some great things I've been seeing.
Yes. So, my name is Gerald Goodwin, the one and only Spiderzilla28. That's my YouTube handle. My IG is WriterMan716. And basically, I'm your friendly neighborhood. I'm your new favorite comic book creator, man. You know, I'm in summary, I'm a hustler. I'm a bit of a hustler. I'm a legal hustler, but I'm a hustler. And you know, this right here, this is my baby. It's called Kairu, Slayer of Kaiju. Your new favorite superhero, your new favorite superhero franchise, your new favorite superhero series. And basically, in a nutshell, it is about a 12-year-old boy who is granted this alien technology. Is nanotech based. It allows him to grow and transform and become a giant superhero, basically. And it's centered on the theme of mental health awareness. Basically, the suit itself responds to Kairu based off of his emotions. So if he's feeling a negative emotion, the suit can have the potential to backfire. Or if he's feeling like really hype, or like in it, if he's feeling like all centered and zen, it has the ability to enhance his abilities or gain a new power. You know, so does that summarize it a little bit?
Oh, that summarized it greatly. So you hit the spot for sure when you mentioned mental health, because that's what Gathering Community Esports do. We have the workshops that we do for schools. I mean, with schools and other businesses as well, man. So we love to make gaming educational as well. So when you say mental health, that hits home for us because we take that very seriously, and we also
Yes.
love to make a point to where gamers are not lazy. You know, we always doing
Oh yeah.
something else besides what people want to assume we
Oh
do.
yeah, we get. Here's the thing. I'm a gamer too. I mean, you can see that nice expensive P5 in the background. No,
Yeah.
we get a bad rep of being lazy. But like, here's the thing. Like, and I seen a post. I forget who the speaker was, but he basically said in a nutshell, video games, if you really think about it, they save lives, man. Um,
Yeah.
like if I'm pretty sure. I don't mean to get too dark, but like
Yeah.
if I didn't have a gaming hobby, I'm pretty sure I would like probably tap into a more destructive vice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, gaming for everyone, it's a good outlet.
Yes.
One thing that I tell people all the time from all these years of doing esports and gaming my whole life, period, um, is that it's another form of stress relief. It's a
Yes.
healthy form of stress relief. It's better than smoking weed. It's better than being drunk. This is a more
Oh yeah.
healthier and better way to handle your problems, right? So of course you want to talk to people, but you're coming home from work, you shower, you get all settled and relax in your room or house, whatever case may be. Look at that. You got an Xbox, you got a PS5, you got a laptop, you got the VR headset. stuff that we love to do to get our mind off things, yes, but how can we get ourselves back up to our normal homeostasis of being comfortable, you know?
And it was so funny. I was actually like looking back at one of my favorite issues right here, issue 2. So in issue 2, Kairu actually gains a new suit transformation based off of like the current emotion that he was feeling at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this form right here.
Mm.
And it says, and I quote, "Wow, this is so trippy. It's like a video game." So basically, his the transformation he's undergoing reminds him of like a video game transformation.
Yeah.
And then the next page it says, "Whoa, how do you like this? I saw this in a video game, and they say gaming is a waste of time."
The irony, huh?
You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just thought I'd, reference that because like even in my comics, gaming is such a powerful outlet. I couldn't help but reference it. You feel me?
Yeah, that's so true, man. So with that said, too, how did you get into gaming? What's your spiel, should I say, of the gaming currently, and what's your thoughts about esports in the future?
Man, wow, going back. Okay, so boom, I'm a PlayStation head. You feel me?
That's right.
Again, I'm not trying to, like bash any of you Xbox says, even though I kind of am. But, Xbox sucks. But no, so man, my earliest memory is playing a PlayStation when I was like 3 years old, man. Playing the old school joints like Spyro the Dragon, Crash, you feel me? Things like those adventure games, you dig, is really fun. And I found it really, even as a kid, I found it like mad therapeutic, mad therapeutic. And I just fell in love with like the culture, the franchises ever since. As I said, it's really good for one's mental health, especially, I grew up very, as you could tell, by the glasses, I'm a geek. So I grew up being a geeky kid, a blurred, so to speak. I was picked on, and what was therapeutic for me, what was good for my mental health was gaming, escaping.
Right. Yeah, man. You know, like I said, we all have our things to help us escape or to help us, well, not really escape per se, but to help us battle, right? To help us level
Yes.
up, what can harden us, what can solidify us. And whether if it's sports, working out, video games,
Yeah.
or eating, cooking, all the above, right?
Yep.
Um, is what's really hitting more people more nowadays, especially when we come to schools and some other businesses as well, or people, period, especially parents. So for you
Oh
parents out there watching this video, definitely tune in to all of the podcasts that I've done on this channel. You
yeah.
guys will be enlightened there. And then Gerald, there's been so many different people who we've reached throughout the whole San Bernardino County, and then Riverside County a little bit as well, and then Vegas. So we've
Nice.
been everywhere, man, as far as hosting events and giving workshops, motivational speeches, and just proving people wrong about negative stereotypes about people who have a creative
Yes.
mind, who have
Oh yeah.
imagination
No, I'm
to
with it.
actually tell people, okay, this is what the motion can go if you help us believe not just in ourselves, but believe in yourself as well to have that change of thought, to go against
Yes.
the grain of how you were raised in society, right?
Yes.
Not everybody can do what everybody can do. However, if we come together as a community, hence the company name too, right? We can
Yep.
all
I
splurge
see what you
together,
did
have fun together.
there.
It does exactly, yeah. Network together and have fun, man. Having tournaments, just going to events together, talking, networking, being social. That's what we do for sure for all
Yes.
these years, and I love doing it. And this is for life, and I'm passing this down to my kids as well.
Man. Oh man. And honestly, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Man, you're a cool parent. Cool parent. Because like,
Oh, yeah, I don't have any
just
kids
being able
yet,
to
but I
pass
will
it down to
later.
your kids, man. That's bravo.
Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't have any kids yet, but I will in the future for sure. But yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking in the current. Oh, my bad.
Oh no, yeah, you good. You're good. Fair enough. Yeah, man. So with that said, too, man, what's your future about gaming though? Do you how do you see it going on in the world? Period. Not just the USA, but the world. That's what people always forget to mention that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? Ah, it's so tough because so. not hard to explain, but like it's a very this is a thing that requires a very complex answer. Like, so as you can see, we've been waiting like, man, 25 years for GTA 6, right?
Yeah,
Supposedly this year is coming, supposedly, right? But here's the thing. This is what I want to address. Even if it doesn't come out this year, you're still going to have that audience that are still going to buy the copy. You know, they're still going to loyally, maybe not patiently, but loyally wait. You know
yeah,
what I mean? And my point is like you're always going to have gamers that are going to be thirsting for or thirsty or hungry for what is next, what's the next installment, um what's the next installment going to do, and how is it going to react with the next platform and or model. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah,
pretty soon we're going to have the PS6 and or I guess the next Xbox as well. I don't know what it's going to be called, but
yeah.
people are always going to be curious as to like what the graphics are going to look like. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's always going to be an audience. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, gaming is going to die out eventually." Man, not in
No,
our lifetime.
not anytime soon. Not even the next generation is not going to die anytime soon. Because
Nah.
even by then, our grandkids or great grandkids, they might even be plugged in somewhere in the simulation, man. So there's controversy with that too, because we all seen the movies and TV shows, right, about that. But that's gonna be a long while. But my
That
point to say that,
sounds horrific. Sounds
yeah, it,
horrific.
it it really
Being plugged
does.
in, man.
Yeah. So my point about that is like the more we advance in technology, the more we gotta be careful,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So like it expands, but we also have to expand with cautionary, you know. But
Oh
that's
yeah, no doubt. We
definitely
seeing
doable.
that right. We seeing that already with AI. You know.
That's exactly my point. Exactly my point. When AI first came out, but now actually AI is getting better at videos. Remember when AI first came out and they do like some video battles and stuff and it's kind of looking wonky
Yeah.
and not matching. But recently, the past week, I've been seeing videos of AI. I'm like, dang, it's really getting its act together now because now you
Yeah,
actually
man.
see the real punches, the real body parts staying in the right place. It needs to stay in. So AI creators, thank you for doing that more and more. Uh, but yeah, man, it's gonna be a very bright future for us gamers for sure. So I just really want to have a call to action to all the gamers out there watching this video and who are even just being involved. Period. Share this message and video and company so we can connect with you guys. So we can talk to you guys ourselves. Just like
Yes.
Gerald here, he's on the podcast show. I would definitely want you guys on the podcast show as well. But let's all do business together. It doesn't matter if we're in a different state, different city, different wherever. We're all a
Yes.
community here on this planet.
Yes. It's all about, just all about, maintaining positive networking experiences that, each party can gain a meaningful um, connection slash benefit from. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. Yeah, that's really dope, man. And look, once again, proud of you, man, for doing what you're doing because you're going against the grain. You didn't want to let your environment or people who are not understanding of you hold you down. You still kept going for what you want to do with your
Thank you.
careers and your interests and your life period, man. So that takes a lot of strength. It really does. It's not easy. So
Thank you.
congrats on doing that. Seriously.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. Cause when I first started my two companies for this, I didn't have no support whatsoever, man. It was always just me, me, me. You know, because
Wow.
of course, yeah. So my parents, of course, right, for sure, they helped me out. But I mean,
Yeah.
like my people in my communities and people in school, people not
Yeah.
in school, whatever case may be. Oh, gaming, okay, blah blah blah, cool, whatever. You know, oh yeah, we got you. But
Yeah.
no calls back, no emails back, nothing back, man.
Or
I was
like
on my
or like
own.
they'll give you like that kind of like generic like keep hope alive
Exactly.
speech.
Yeah, and then just leave. But then you
You
find
and
some
I
people.
can relate with you. Oh, sorry to cut you off. My bad.
Oh, no, you good, you good. But but yeah, I make it short though, real quick.
Yeah.
It's a long story anyway, so no worries.
No,
Um,
you good.
but yeah, I always still found people, still, along the route, but either they stayed here or they went. It's up to them.
Yeah.
But it's always up to the individual to keep your own hope alive, to keep your own drive, and to remember every single day what makes you
Yes.
happy. Why are you getting up in the morning? Right?
Yes.
Yes, God, of course, for sure, He's guiding you, but
Yes.
we have to have our own drive to move, to go forward with God.
Yes.
our interest and love for life, period, and share that as well. So if it's gaming, of course, do what you want to do for gaming. You know, if it's working out, if it's being a firefighter, whatever the case may be, do it to the fullest and just spread your kindness. That's simple as that. People gotta understand that it's not a journey where it's gonna be easy. It's not easy at all, but it's gonna be worth it for sure.
And I was just gonna expand. So like I could totally relate with you in that regard, basically feeling that same sentiment because man, you know, I'm blessed enough to be able to have, a certain fan base. Like, I sell my, and promote my books across the nation. So that's a blessing, that more people outside of my hometown, Buffalo, know of me. However, it can be a little exhausting at times, because
Yeah,
like as you said, you run into those people that either just kind of like hear your idea and they kind of just like sweep it under the rug, or like they give the whole keep hope alive speech, you know what I mean? They lack the faith, or they don't see the vision, so it can be a little exhausting when you're surrounded by enough people who don't have that same type of energy.
yeah.
However, what you just said, is going to
There you go.
benefit off of my product or idea, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Can you hear
You
me?
kind of froze for a little bit, but it's all
No.
good. I heard you mostly, but it kind of froze for a
Oh
little
no,
bit. No worries.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all good for sure, man.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
bad.
I know it's good. It's good. But you know what though, too? Where are you located right now? I'm not sure if we said that or not earlier for our podcast intro, but what city slash state are you in right now?
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I'll say it again. No, the reason why I'll say it again is because I did mention it meant so when I froze, it actually like cut off
Oh,
the yeah.
what are the odds?
So no, I'm in Buffalo, New York.
Okay, gotcha. New York, man. East Coast. Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So see, guys, on the podcast watching this video from Cali to New York, we are expanding, reaching people every single where. It doesn't matter where you're at. If you guys have a story to share with us too, even Gerald, hit us up, guys. Hit us up so we can find some way to help you guys out or assist with your goals, man. Because we're all in this together, not one
Yes.
person by themselves at all. So yeah,
Oh,
for sure. Okay,
most
yeah, that
definitely.
sounds yes, yeah, that sounds great, man. That sounds really wonderful. So yeah, man. Before we get out of here, man, is there any other thing that you want to share with the viewers right now about either your mission, goal, or just life and period?
So I just wanted to share, and again, I think it kind of froze when I was gonna like lead up to this, but I'm at one, two, three, four, five issues right now. My point in basically flexing that it was
Good.
basically to state that as you are your biggest coach, as I said, I'm blessed enough to have fans from different states, across America currently. I the end goal is internationally. You know what I mean? Um, But like you just have to have that belief. You got to have that faith in yourself to basically carry you through the storms that your mind occasionally, kicks up, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And honestly, the biggest the biggest thing that has been pushing me into creating these stories is the superhero mantra that I actually created for the character.
Mm.
So if you want, let me know if you want to hear it.
Definitely, man. Lay it on us.
Got you. And it goes, whether I'm up, down, or feeling blue, there's far too much left for me to do. What keeps me going is doing what's right. Darkness, beware my unyielding light.
I like that, man. I like that,
Thank
Gerald.
you. Thank you.
That is a great outro, man. That's really dope. Really good.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
yeah, whew. Yeah, I feel
And
that one for sure.
I'm sure you can see like where the correlation between these stories and the mental health theme connects. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man. People gotta understand that for sure. It's not always easy, but we do what we can do all the time. And have that support system helps even further for sure, man. But one more time, where can the viewers right now find you and connect with you on social media or whatever else that you want to share?
Oh yes, thanks for asking. So right now my Instagram at writer underscore man 716 is the best way to like stay connected and see any like Kairu art or work. I also have a Kairu underscore Slayer underscore of underscore Kaiju. That's basically my new Kaiju page that I created for the Kairu franchise.
Yeah.
And that's where basically all the posts that I post there are basically mainly centered towards Kairu himself.
Hmm.
Um, so you get people can find me there. I also have a YouTube where I cover a variety of different content where I make movie reviews and I've reviews different items and or things relating to like comic book material at SpiderZilla 28.
Dope. Yeah, so viewers, don't worry about that. We're gonna have all that information in the comment section on the video for sure, guys. But Gerald, thank you, man. It was a real pleasure having you. Great to have you on here. And if you want to come on here again, definitely let us know, and vice versa, man. So you are a great
Oh,
asset to the
oh,
community.
oh, snap. Oh, wait. I get to maybe perhaps be on here again. Whoa. All right. That's dope. No,
Yeah,
that's what I
man.
like to hear.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate it.
no problem, man, because you are always welcome here for sure, man, on the podcast show, man, because we feel like we can have some great works ahead of us for sure. You know, it's not a one-time thing where we just go about our ways. Nah, gaming, gathering community and gaming community, we have those names for a reason. So
Yes.
definitely,
Are you guys have a Facebook page that I can follow?
yes, I would definitely share that with you too right after the video is done, because
Okay.
you for sure have our Instagram pages for sure. Facebook,
Yes.
I'll text that to you too.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate
Most definitely, Gerald. So, all right, brother. Good talking to you, man. God bless and have a great night because it's 3 hours ahead of time right now. So,
it. I gotta get
yeah.
some sleep. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Yes, brother. You too. Thank you, man. All right, everybody. That was the podcast episode today. So, hopefully, you all had a great time hearing Gerald, his nice story, his impactful works he's doing for the community right now in New York. In New York. That's amazing. Cali to New York, man. Wow, I love this life. I really do. It's not possible without you viewers out there, regardless of where you're from. And like I said earlier, if you want to join the podcast show and hop on, talk about your truth or what you got going on, definitely give us a message in the Instagram pages, my Instagram page. And for those of you who have my number, my email, definitely hit me up on those as well. And let's talk. Meantime, have a great, blessed day.